What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with our next cleanup attack video. And this one's going to be another one where there are two different attack styles. It's not someone just taking the attack and tweaking the same style, but yet bringing a completely different one. Cookie, my fellow person that is really trying to work on these Valks and get them down, and she's better at it than I am, brought a really nice attack on this. I think the plan was good. I think everything could have worked. It just didn't, which is sort of what I run into sometimes with these Valks. It just doesn't work out, even though the plan was solid. And if they had done what they should have, really could have worked. You can see she brought a couple of golems, one of her own and one in the CC. She drops one here, and then just sprinkles her wizards, creates that nice funnel behind it, nice and wide, basically takes out this entire side, which is perfect. Once all the trash gets out of the way, she has a nice jump spell right here to let everything in. Drops the queen, then the Valks go down, and then drops the king. All of this trash is gone when she drops the king, and he does something so bizarre. I've never seen anything quite like it. Watch him during the attack, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He starts beating on this wall, and then I believe one of these, I think maybe it's this archer tower or something, goes down, and the jump is still there, and he just ignores it. He walks around the base. There's no trash, but just heads off this direction. It's really bizarre. I've never seen the king act like that. It's like him and the queen swap brains or something. But the Valks go in. One thing that I personally, and this is just a personal thing, I know a lot of people use rage on the CC with the Valks, but I just, especially when you've got two golems out front, and she sort of delayed the Valks, I think that it's probably, she would have been better off with a heal here, a second heal. Does rage the Valks, and they do take out the CC troops, but the queen and all that was already sort of in there, and I think they would have gone down, maybe even, I don't know, I'm not going to speculate on that, but from what I saw, the CC troops go down, and the Valks really needed that second heal. The second jump comes in, I believe she drops it right here to just connect them to the next part of the base, which is perfect. She's trying to get all these air defenses taken down, and then the queen kind of goes retarded. She stands back here doing her thing, and the jump's right there. Instead of taking it, she just starts shooting, at this storage and all that stuff. She could have walked right in and continued on, and the Valks just sort of run out of juice over here. Again, I think if she'd have had the heal right here, this air defense, which was the one that was remaining at the end of the attack, would have been down. And she would have 3-star because she has 16 balloons, a tremendous amount of balloons. And she starts sprinkling those in, and it's awesome. I mean, they wreck this outside, but everything on the inside, this air defense being up, this X-bow being up, just took her loons out too fast. They did have some air skeletons, some traps like that. So just that last remaining air defense not going down sort of spoiled the attack, gets a very high percentage 2-star. Let's watch it, and then we'll go back to the drawing board. Okay, here we go with Cookie's attack. Again, just no lure, starting with the golems, one up top, one down low, and then spreading those wizards out right behind there, getting that funnel created, taking out, complete one side of the base. So that's perfect. No chance of those Valk straying. I forgot to mention there, threw a few hogs in on that cannon just to eliminate that. No chance of the Valks going down there or the golem straying down there. Drops the jump spell. Here they come. Now, you see what I'm talking about, the delay of the Valks. You got minions up there. That one witch, which is important. But the queen's taking out those minions. The Valks can't do anything for it. The queen and the wizards are. I don't think that the rage was as beneficial. You'll see here in just a moment, she drops a heal just slightly ahead of that. I think if she'd have brought a heal there, left the rage at home, then brought a heal for the backside, this could have turned out differently. You see the Valks finally coming over, taking that jump spell. They're going to take out the king. They're going to take out the CC in the town hall. All that goes down. But again, the problem here is that right now they're not under any heal. Everything's shooting at them. They're doing the tanking. The golems pretty much got fried by the CC troops. The queen's sitting back doing her thing, and then right there, I think the last Valk is just about to go down. So that's pretty much over. And now it's just on the queen. She targets onto this last, or to one of the last air defenses, but as it goes down, the other one's still up. Now, 16 balloons here, that's a lot. She's going to take out everything pretty much except for the air defense and the X-bow in there. And you see the king walking around the base here. Hope you guys noticed that. I forgot to mention it while it was happening live. But just the strangest thing I've ever seen for a king to do. with that jump spell standing right in front of him. Had he went in there, done a little tanking, helped take out a few buildings, also could have done different attack here. Right here, the balloons start to peter out. Those air skeletons plus the air defense and the expo just are too much for it. And then right here, the king just walks around until he basically dies. So very nice attack, good plan. It just didn't happen. But let's go back to the drawing board and see how this was cleaned up. All right, here we are looking at Little Shoe's attack, who cleaned this up, and he looks at it and says, I can cold blood LaLoon that base. And honestly, Shoe with his Town Hall 9 account, it's almost like he can do this to any base. I mean, he has been doing it just base after base after war after war. Takes out the Queen, takes out one air defense, takes out the CC troops, and then LaLoon's the rest of it and getting 3 stars just like crazy. So very nice job to Shoe. Just brings the one golem, sends it in, it's going to go straight to the tank, drops some wizards, creates a nice funnel, king and queen, some wall breakers for this right here. Now, the one critique I would have on this base, and it's a hindsight thing, he does bring a jump spell. Obviously, the queen does come out, doesn't have to have it take the queen out, but it's more or less for keeping his queen moving, or his golem moving forward, his king moving forward, and trying to take out a larger portion of the base. He just doesn't get a lot for it. The golem goes down pretty quickly. The king goes down. I don't think he took out anything really extra. And the queen sits back in the pocket here and shoots until she dies. So really, probably could have brought an extra rage, for this. But, how do you critique it? He absolutely crushes his base. Once this is dead, the queen's dead. The CC troops are dead. He did bring a lightning for the CC. Very nice job placing on that. And picks up the air defense. Then he just starts his Lune Attack. Lava Hounds coming in, balloons backing them up, working that clockwise motion and dropping rages where it's needed, and absolutely destroys it. Just a textbook CB LaLoon. Let's watch Shoe do it, and we'll wrap this up. All right, here we go on Shoe's attack. Again, just dropping that golem over at the 3 o'clock position. It's going to lock straight onto that cannon, walk right in, start doing all the tanking, immediately puts the queen down on that high HP Dark Elixir storage. That's perfect. Then some wizards on each side just to start creating that funnel, and wall breakers right behind it all. Boom. Everything's opened up. The golem's going to stay on that cannon right here until the queen takes it down. And once that barracks goes down, boom, the king sent in right behind it. There's nowhere for him to go. He's going to head straight to that queen, lock on. Now here comes the jump spell and the lightning for the CC troops. You'll see what I'm talking about here. The king moves forward, and unfortunately, he locks onto the town hall. Had he went to that expo or to those Teslas, would have helped out a little bit more, but the queen staying back here sort of takes out all that anyway. So really didn't get much more for the jump. The queen never takes it, and the king doesn't take anything out with it. So could have had the extra rage, but again, this is nitpicking. It's a beautiful CB LaLoon. Right here, he's already starting the LaLoon part of the attack, sending in those lava hounds. Targeted balloons, few balloons. I love the angle on those. Look at that wizard tower down there. That's a nice angle he took on it to get 2 defenses targeted at once instead of letting them both go to that mortar. Then everything just working that clockwise motion. Everything going around. Again, balloons, just perfect placement. Everything's targeting different defenses, keeping those rages going. I love how the separation here from the loons and the lava hounds and the pups. The pups are down here doing their thing. They're going to be cleaning up the whole time. Another great rage right there, right on that air defense, helping those balloons work through that air sweeper. But right there, everything's going down. Now there's just the one air defense left in that large group that's still under effective rage until right at the last moment. Takes it out, and then he's even got a few back-end balloons, even one left in the back that he did not need to drop for the actual attack. He can just use it for cleanup. So very nice attack by Shoe. Good attack by Cookie as well. Just didn't happen. Those Valks, man, those redheads are tricky, and we are still practicing those. Again, she is a very, very good attacker with it. You guys have seen a lot of her 3 stars with it. This one just didn't go her way. But nice cleanup, Shoe. Hope you guys liked the video. Until next time, Jake from One Hive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.